Alright, so we have arrived. We are now in New York City. Just kidding. We're in Montgomery, New York. So we had about a 3-hour deadhead to come over here to pick up this load. So... we got Mackie a vet appointment made for Thursday morning. I've got me my first chiropractor appointment made for Thursday afternoon. I ordered some trailer tires about a week ago. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let them put all new trailer tires on the trailer. I'm thinking about ordering tractor tires, but to be honest, they still got, I know they looked bald in the video, but I bet I still have a 1/2 inch of depth on my tires. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. They just look old. I mean, we got over 100,000 miles on those trailer tires. So I went with a different brand this time, but they look exactly the same. Most tires are made by the same tire manufacturer, and people just stamp their name on it. So Lita ran up to the office. Looks like there's a decent amount of people here getting loaded. See if I can show you guys. Looks like they just back you up into these holes, have you strapped down. Now, the broker said this was a tarp load, but I mean, I don't see anybody tarping. So I don't know if you actually have to tarp these, or if this is one of those things where the broker's like, yeah, you gotta tarp it. Oh, here comes Lita. There's a lot of trucks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 empty trucks ahead of us. So I imagine we pull down here and get in line with these guys. I mean, they've got a decent amount of bays here. They have 12 bays to load here. Will they use all 12 bays? Probably not. What's up, woman?
It's just that we have to go to the side of the building because their tarp bays are full right now.
Oh, is that all this is for tarping?
I don't think so. I don't know. She said we had to go. She's gonna call you. We have to go around the side of the building.
Oh, she'll call when they're ready for us.
Yeah, they're tarping.
Yeah, they are. Show enough. 6-foot tarp ain't gonna be enough for this. Look, they got those cable reels you gotta hook yourself to.
Yeah.
For when you're on top of the load. There's quite a few people sitting here waiting, dude. This is not looking promising.
That's what she's talking about. That maybe we can go around.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Go around and then come back behind that guy.
Well, I mean, it sounds like we're not really waiting on them to load. We're waiting on people to tarp their shit.
Oh.
Look at all the baby ducks.
Oh, those aren't ducks, those are geese, you weirdo.
Right.
Look, there's more geese over here.
Oh, yeah.
No babies, though.
Yeah, if that's their tarping station, then we're waiting on people.
Should we go up there and start helping people tarp?
I don't think that's going to be a thing.
All right, we are strapped down. I apologize if it sounds like it's windy. They got some giant fans going on in there. So we're strapped down. There's a different part of building. There's those yellow tracks. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's where we have to tarp it. At first I told them, just throw my tarps up there. I'll tarp it off the site. They're like, yeah, you can tarp it off the site if you don't want to wait on the thing. But that's pretty high up. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wait on the tarping station. Stuff like this makes me want to put my ladder back on this trailer. And we changed the way. So the last time we loaded foam, we seen a bunch of guys do it like this instead of running it over the back like we normally do. So we're gonna give that a shot. And the secret to that seemed like it was like to take that strap as far forward as you can, so you can pull it back like this and then up. So we're just going to pull out of here now. I don't know where we get our paperwork. Did he give us our paperwork? So we just got to wait on the tarping station then, huh? Because you don't think we should climb up there? It's pretty high, huh? I mean, I might be able to stand here and then step here and step there and climb up there. Yeah, but I think they got a long line over there. All right, let's figure something out. Bay 9. We are going to Bay 9.
Continue 1/4 mile to the end of the street, then turn right.
Oh. A lot of Milton trucks. They're all, looks like they're all set up the same too. All right, we got the tarp stone up there. Now the broker said this needed to be a 6-foot drop tarp. Well, that's a 6-foot drop tarp, and it's leaving some foam exposed. So it is what it is, I guess. Well, there it is. That's what we got. I hope the wind don't get underneath my tarps here. And oh, there goes Mackie honking the horn. Get under the tarps here and destroy these things. I guess we'll have to see. If it gets too bad, I'll probably stop and throw a couple of straps over top of this. But as it is, you can see I don't want to hold people up, so we're gonna kind of do the bare minimum here and move out of the way so other people can get to work. really confusing. Especially when all the GPSs are saying something different.
I feel like that one didn't really know where the Petro was.
Oh, the Garmin?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's like, do we still have Peacock?
I don't know.
Turn left.
Why?
Chris is asking for
I don't know what the login is.
it. Oh my God!
Petro stopping centers on the left.
There goes our new tires. Absolutely ridiculous.
Turn right on Grove Street.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Nobody said anything about the driveway being like that.
Turn right.
Maybe it didn't come up.
Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, this is supposed to hold almost 500 trucks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. These pull-through spots. Everything here is probably reserved. Reserve. I can't believe how hard we hit that hole, bro. Ridiculous. Why can't bobtails, like, pull yourself out to the front, bro? Like,
Somebody else with phone.
huh?
Somebody else with phone.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see it. We're all parked right here. What do you think?
I guess.
Or should I keep driving and look?
I don't think there's going to be any free spots.
Well, we stayed at a Petro in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Scranton. We're at the Petro in Scranton. Scranton, Pennsylvania. Man, that what's that show from here?
The Office.
The Office? Fucking amazing.
That's that hole we went in.
Where?
Right there.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of holes on this.
There is a bunch of holes. You think we're down at Mardi Gras right now. So I don't know if I mentioned I've got 8 brand new tires at home waiting on us to put on. And yesterday, for whatever reason, you know what? That's the same set of duals that locked up when we were pulling around in that cat place. That was the first one that locked up.
Turn right at the stop
I checked the slack
sign, then
adjuster.
enter the roundabout.
Everything's adjusted properly. I don't know why that one locks up first. But when we're completely empty, like, it doesn't take anything to lock it up. So we locked it up a few times yesterday, and we wore a flat spot into those 2 duals. and now we got a little bit of a cord showing. So we've been trying to find this size trailer tire, and nobody has it.
At the roundabout, take the first exit to I-81.
She said she did have it, right? Because that's the person that I called that said they didn't have it.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's naming off like $800 Goodyear trailer tires. I ain't about that, especially if I can't figure out why that's locking up. Oh, so we're going to cruise on down the road, start calling tire places. I keep one spare on me, but there's 2 tires that need to be replaced. So come on, you. So I don't know, it's the Northeast. Remember last time we got a tire repaired in New York, and it was like ridiculously expensive. Wasn't it like $350 to patch a tire? Something ridiculous. I mean, not only is Pennsylvania's fuel prices outrageous, but the prices on everything else is outrageous. Oh, we ate at Iron Skillet last night too, man. That was... Iron Skillet's definitely the best truck stop restaurant.
Yeah.
By far.
For a chain.
Yeah, for a chain, for sure. I got the chicken fried steak, and you got the chicken parm. Man, hers was massive. Did you take a picture of it?
No.
I should have took a picture of it. I've never seen a plate so big before in my life.
It had 2 handles.
Yeah, if you eat at the Iron Skillet, they bring you out your food on an iron skillet, right? Well, her iron skillet had 2 handles. So, are you going to eat that for lunch or give that to the dogs?
It's for the dogs.
Oh, chicken parm, Maggie. We got to get home and get her to the vet. Like, I don't know if it's a kidney stone or a bladder infection or what, but like, it's concerning if she keeps peeing blood. We called our vet, and obviously they can't really tell you anything over the phone.
They didn't act too concerned about it.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, oh, we don't have any actual appointment time. Bring her in on Friday.
Oh, is it Friday we're bringing her?
Yeah.
Oh, and then my chiropractor is Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, 3:15 p.m. You gotta remember that. You gotta be there 30 minutes early.
We could drop the dog off at like 7:30 in the morning.
Well, you said hers is Friday. Mine's Thursday.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We could drop her off whenever.
It? It's not an it. Say, I'm not an it. I'm a Mackie. Ah. I'm a Mackie. Alright. We're going to start cruising down the road, start calling some tire places. Tire and lube right there, Skyliner. I bet you they're cheaper than petrol. First parking on left. So, I wonder if I go in here?
That's the way to get in.
I don't know if they want me back in there or right there or what. Alright guys, we are in Martinsburg. I believe this is West Virginia. We finally found a tire shop that has our tire size. I think he said it's $375, and then we need to have them put our spare on the other rim because it locked up both of those rims and put a flat spot in both of them. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. I don't know why that one's locking up first. So when I go home and I do all the other tires, I'm probably going to pull them all off and inspect all the brakes on them. And then I've got all new drive tires coming too, so we'll have brand new tires everywhere, which is exciting. And I'm going to be putting these tires on myself. I bought the tire tools, I bought the beads, and I bought the tire lube. So this will be interesting. I think most places charge you like 30 or 40 bucks a tire to put a tire on. So I'm gonna try to save that money and do it myself. We'll see how it works out. Lita just went to go see where we need to pull the trailer to.
She said to back up to one of those doors next to the blue truck, but there's shit in that bed.
Like that where that wrecker is? That flatbed?
She said this bay next to this there's this tan truck right here, there's a blue truck right behind it.
Yeah.
She said pull up this hill and back into that. There's somebody in there.
Do they work here?
Yeah, she works here.
No. There's that truck.
I don't know, dude.
Want me to pull in work here.
I don't know where this guy's going. I don't know. She started asking me if you wanted a cap, if you wanted a new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, if they have a cap, we've got brand new tires at home. I'll put a cheap tire on there, the cheapest.
I don't know how you're gonna.
I don't know where that. I'm gonna completely block this entire lot if I do that.
Yeah. I don't know where that guy's going.
I mean, he's about to be blocked in. Unless she's talking about waiting for that truck to leave.
She didn't say. She said one of the open ones, but they're not open. Unless he's moving that.
No. All right. Lay down.
Come on.
Just got a new tire put on. I had to put one of their tires on and put my tire on. 394.32. Now we gotta go get some fuel. 6.5 hours left on my drive clock. Not sure how far we're gonna make it. They had this load set to drop 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. Even if we didn't have any of these issues,
Come on, get down.
we wouldn't have made it because it took them so long to load and yada yada yada.
We had to wait for the tarp station.
Yep, I had to wait for the tarp station. Whoa, FedEx. Slow down there, partner. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. So, I have foolishly stopped at the TA
Turn
north
left on
of
Commerce Park Drive, then
Lexington,
take the first
Virginia
right.
to get fuel. And this, it's the one that has a Quaker steak and lube next to it, if you guys know where that is. This truck stop is so big that they actually have a shuttle that runs drivers back and forth from their trucks to the store up here. What's funny is I heard somebody talking about this last night at the TA that we were at when we were eating dinner. He was telling the woman, this place is so big it has a dentistry in it. So, but yeah, I heard the guy talking to the woman about there being one so big that has a shuttle. And I was thinking, yeah, right. I've never seen that. Sure enough, this place is big enough. So Lita's ordering us some food. Ordering us some food at the Quaker Steak and Lube because I've always heard that they have good food. I hate that we can't sit down and eat there. So I think the experience sit down and eating at one would be better. But she's just gonna order it to go and then we'll eat it in the truck like the fatties we are. What are you licking that for? You're such a weirdo. Man, this place is massive. See if I can flip you guys around. Ooh, my battery's about to die. Plug this bad boy in. Look, it keeps going. There's a shuttle there. And there's another shuttle I seen just out here. I don't know how many trucks this thing holds, but this place is massive. I think I'm gonna sit here and wait for Lita to call me so I can go pick her up. never understand why the people in this lane slow down or stop and stop. What the? Oh, look at the doggy, Mackie. Look at the doggy. You see the doggy? Look at the doggy. Right there. You see it? Yeah. Hey. Oh, you see it? Yeah. Calm down. Hey. Hey. Good morning. So this is where we ended up. We're technically in the car section, but let me just say, you don't have to park your car right there. Like, there's all these car spots right here. This is actually for RVs and stuff right here. But of course, someone has to park right in front of me. Can't wait to hear you guys talk about, oh, I shouldn't have parked in the car side. I mean, the truck side literally fills up at 3 o'clock. So, oh, well, maybe you should stop at 3. Well, at some point, somebody is going to run out of parking. It doesn't matter. If we all stop at 3, it's gonna get full at 3. Georgia, guys.
Hey, fat butts.
All right, good morning. But as you guys know from the post, I jacked my back up pretty bad. Tell you what, let me set some of this stuff down in the truck. Just carry stuff out to the truck. We got a load picking up in Valdosta, going to Ohio. It's I believe it's southwest of Columbus. Let me unlock this truck here. So basically, what happened was I came home and I was actually feeling good. And I made a chiropractor's appointment. And the night before, my APU kicked on a little bit ago. My batteries must have gotten low. It's been sitting here. My truck's been sitting here for almost 2 weeks. Of course, we did take it up, get some tires put on the trailer. I'll have to get you guys caught up on everything that's happened. Maybe I'll just go through all my footage and just combine all the cool stuff and all the bad stuff that's happened into one crazy conglomerate episode, if you will. I just dropped my massager and broke it. So I came home. Like I said, made that chiropractor appointment. And the night before, I was telling Lita, I'm like, man, this is the best I've ever felt in a long time. I'm like bending and moving. I'm like, man, do I really need to go? I was like, let's go ahead and go. I made an appointment. I think it was like $160 for your first appointment. They do your x-rays and they crack you. And then it's $50 an appointment for each appointment afterwards. You would think with me being off all this time, I went and got my hair cut. I called my haircut place last night. My chick that cuts my hair, that I like cutting my hair, wasn't working, so I'm like, I'm just not gonna get my hair cut. Went out and worked on this chicken pen that we bought, or not that we bought. We built it from scratch. I'll show it to you guys here. By the way, we've got all brand new drive tires. These are some tires that are left over. I've got an absolute mess under here because just haven't felt good enough to clean it up, honestly. We've got all brand new tires on the trailer. Lita's making us some breakfast coffee, feeding the doggos. So I woke up the next morning and we'd already worked on this a little bit. And as you can see, nothing really crazy. These are all 2x4s. We have pressure treated going down, and then these are normal. I plan on painting all the wood so it lasts a little bit longer. But we have over 20 chickens now. So these are cinnamon queens. I forget what those are called. We have some eggs some chickens we plan on using for their eggs, some that we plan on using for their meat. We have what's called Jersey Giants, which are these black ones in here. Let me see if this is picking up on it. Those are Jersey Giants. We plan on using those as meat birds. I believe these white ones right here are going to be meat birds. We've got Mason would know all the names of these birds. We've got birds like this right here that's got a mohawk. Hey, come here. Come here. They're all fancy with the feathers on their feet and a mohawk. I think those are for eggs. Anyways, we end up building this, or we actually just finished this just yesterday, actually. We still have a mess to clean up because we've been building it, obviously. And just doing a little bit of work on this, I end up jacking up my back, and I could not walk for over a week. it hurt that bad. I ended up going to the chiropractor, and you know, I've always thought chiropractors were fake, basically, right? And I'm still not 100% sure on them. I will say this, shortly after getting cracked, I feel amazing. Like, I used to be able to crack my back and my neck myself all the time. Like, I could just go and I'd always be like, oh, that feels so good. I fell asleep on the couch a couple of years ago, and my neck's bothered me ever since. And then obviously my back issue. So we go to the chiropractor, I get cracked, I get a little bit of relief for a little bit of time, and then he x-rays me, which I thought was weird. Hey, shut up. I always thought, why wouldn't you because I even told the guy this. I'm like, you know, I told him, like, I think this is all a bunch of BS, blah, blah, blah. I was like, but then when I found out that you guys x-ray, I'm like, well, maybe there is really something to this. Well, he ends up cracking me before I get my x-ray. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Wouldn't you want to see my x-rays before I get cracked? Anyways, so he does my back. I don't really have an issue with that. Because it never really cracks down in the lower part where I'm having an issue. But I go in and my neck is super stiff and my neck is killing me. And he goes to crack my neck, and he gets it to pop once, and it hurts so bad I almost pass out. Like, it was that bad. He's like, ooh, yeah, we need to send you and get an MRI done. So I go and get an MRI. We're waiting back to hear about the MRI. He set the MRI up for my neck. I ended up making another appointment for him. That was on a Wednesday or Thursday, and that Monday was Memorial Day. He's like, look, if you're still around, come back Tuesday. I want to go over these x-rays with you, and I'll crack you one more time. Went back that Tuesday. We ended up staying home because I was in so much pain. Stayed home. God, I hope I'm not like jumping all over. That's what's wrong with me. I end up staying home because I'm in so much pain. Tuesday, go back in. I find out that he got the MRI for my neck. I'm like, look, I'll be honest with you. My neck hurts, but I can move and look like this, but I can't really bend over and do what I need to do. I'd rather have the MRI on my back, find out what's going on with my back. We'll take care of my neck later. The MRI actually isn't that bad. He sent me down to Florida. It's $200 like per section of your body, which is fantastic. And when I got down there, I was like, let's just go ahead and do my neck and my back. She's like, oh, well, you have to set up an appointment for that. I'm like, you guys can't just do that now. She's like, no, he would have had to set that up prior. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So we're waiting to hear back from that. I've been doing a couple of things different that obviously I'm walking around right now, so that's a giant plus. Couple of things I'm not exactly sure what's helped that I can actually walk around and do stuff now. So I'm not sure exactly what has done the best.
Your pocket's out.
Yeah, it is. So I went back to wearing my belt. I don't know if you guys remember back in the episode, I ended up buying like a back belt brace from Amazon. That did wonders for me back then. Plus, when I was there getting cracked, and I've always had this problem my entire life, super tight hamstrings all the time. Like, I've never been able to touch my toes. I can't even get close to touching my toes. Like, if you imagine yourself sitting, like these are my legs and this is my back right here. Like, I can barely sit up at like a 90-degree angle with my legs sitting straight out, like if I was on the floor. Like, I can barely bend over past that. So my brother and his wife, and when the chiropractor, which the chiropractor didn't, he was just like, wow, you've got the tightest hamstrings I've ever seen. I'm like, yeah, I do. Anyways, I believe the tightness of my hamstrings have been pulling on my back. So I've been doing a lot of stretching. So between stretching, we bought an ice pack. I've been working my TENS unit. I've been wearing this belt. And I think just having all that bed rest, my back is probably 40 or 50% right now. And when I was laying in the bed, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I was so depressed. Like, I'm not even 40 yet. Today's June 7th. My birthday is June 14th. I'll be 40. And I was so depressed. Like, I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up out of a chair and walk. And like, I live a super active life. Like, I'm riding, you know, I've ridden dirt bikes, we drag race, I come home, I always do stuff. And to come home and not to be able to do anything, man. I pretty much told the chiropractor, look, if you guys can't fix my back, there's no point in me being here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like one of those people with back problems their entire life and can never do the things that they want to do, because it would be pointless for me. So I don't know. Like I said, we're still waiting to hear back on the MRI. We stayed home yesterday. Like, I feel as good today as I did yesterday. This is a neighborhood cat that just kind of walks around. He's super friendly. I don't really like cats, but if I had a cat like him, I would probably be okay with it. So I could have left out yesterday because my back feels as good now as it does yesterday. I was hoping to hear back from the MRI. It's whatever. A load popped up, picking up in Valdosta, going to Ohio, paying. Man, I'll be honest with you, man. With the fuel prices and everything, brokers haven't been paying what they should be paying. There's still probably a little bit of profit on it. I'm gonna try to run up till the end of June. We're gonna come home from the end of June, obviously for the 4th of July. I've ordered a toy, and that's kind of what started the whole chiropractor thing, is this thing that I've ordered that me and my brother has been looking at for a long time. It's a surprise. I'll have to show it to you guys. And I was trying to get as close to 100% as possible before this thing shows up. And it kind of backfired. So anyways, I'm loading up the truck now. I'm gonna try to stay up to date with you guys with these videos. Obviously, I drive for a living. Obviously, I don't always have good internet service. So I'm gonna try to start over fresh here and get caught back up. And hopefully you guys will never know where I'm at that day unless you follow me on Instagram and you recognize. I get too many crazies on here threatening me, which is by the way why Ratman Rod no longer has a YouTube channel. Someone showed up to his house because they didn't agree with him politically. He wasn't home, his wife was home. He said, screw that, this channel isn't worth you fucking crybaby weirdos that don't agree with somebody, that think just because we don't agree with you that we're in the wrong. No, everybody's allowed their own opinion. Show up to my house and see what happens. I promise you, it'll end badly. Anyways, let me finish loading up this truck. I'm glad to be back moving, and we'll see what happens. See you guys in a bit.